Did you know that clutter could be silently draining your wealth and energy? Whether it's unfinished business projects, unfinished craft projects, or those piles of forgotten items in storage, they're more than just physical clutter. They're energetic blocks, stopping the flow of wealth and prosperity into your life. Today, I'm sharing how to identify and release these hidden drains to unlock more abundance and creativity into your life. Welcome to Physics-Powered Healing, where we bridge the gap between science and spirituality, transforming skepticism into belief. If you've ever felt misunderstood or undervalued for your healing gifts, this is the place for you. Unlike most healing podcasts out there, we believe integrating quantum physics with energy healing is essential to achieving profound and long-lasting transformation in your healing or coaching practice. Join me, Dr. Anastasia Chopelas, a physicist turned energy healer, to explore the scientific underpinnings of energy healing and make the mystical measurable. My own stuff created issues for me. It was the time I moved from a large home to a much smaller space. It was only a quarter of the size. And I had a storage unit that I paid for 3 years, filled with items that I both wanted to keep and others I needed to sort through. These were basically unfinished projects, things that I had on my to-do list but had procrastinated. Holding on to many of those things was really holding on to a past version of myself, and it was draining my energy without me even realizing it. The moment I decided to stop paying for storage and sort through and let go of those items, I felt a huge weight lifted off my shoulders, literally and energetically. That experience taught me a valuable lesson about how clutter can block not just your physical space, but also your mental and financial well-being. The first and very obvious block to the flow of energy is clutter. This includes paper clutter, both visible and in your drawers, such as ancient bills and papers you no longer need or use. It also includes clothing clutter, clothes and shoes that don't fit, are out of style, they're worn, stained, or holey. Your drawers and closets could be overflowing. You might have broken jewelry or things you don't wear anymore. You may even have way too much furniture for your space with little walking room in your living area. You might have electronic clutter on your computer or spare disk drives, like really old files and programs on your computer that you never use anymore and you haven't looked at in years. All of these things take up space visually and mentally and ultimately block flow. The second class of items that block energy flow is unfinished projects. Do you have a knitting or sewing project sitting in a cabinet somewhere? How about a project in your garage? What about a business idea that you have on the back burner and has been sitting there for years? For me, it was research papers that didn't get published, plus some old sewing projects. Those unfinished projects, whether personal or business related, are like icebergs. What you see is just a tiny part of what's actually there. The majority of the energy drain is like the iceberg beneath the surface. It occupies your subconscious mind and saps your creative and financial resources. These projects quietly nag at you and your energy. They can prevent new opportunities from coming into your life because you're not really open to them. Your hands are full with other things, so nothing new can come into them, right? They occupy mental and physical space that could be creatively used to attract prosperity. Here are some other energy drains that fit into this category that aren't just clutter in your home. Now, you think you've solved your clutter problem by renting a storage unit, like visible clutter, but these can be a massive energy and financial drain. There are always good reasons for starting with storage, but then it continues sometimes indefinitely. How much money are you spending to keep items that are just getting older? I kept my storage unit for 3 years at $150 a month. and that means it was $5,400. Some of the items were quite valuable, but it would have been probably more prudent to sell them. If you have a storage unit, start and carry out a plan to sort, sell, or release the items. Often, the items in storage represent unresolved decisions and a fear of letting go, both of which block the flow of new energy and wealth into your life. You can think of an indefinite storage unit as a black hole where your money and energy get sucked away forever, never to be seen again. It would be incomplete of me to just tell you what and how your unfinished projects and clutter are holding you back. So let's make a plan to clear out your energy blocks. Clearing the energy blocks of the past to make way for the future. Personally, when I finally let go of old projects and items, I felt a renewed sense of freedom. I was no longer tethered to past ambitions or identities that I wasn't anymore and no longer served me. Letting go opened up space for new ideas, relationships, and financial opportunities to come into my life. I realized it can be tough to let go of projects or items that once held meaning for you or that you put a lot of time, money into. Here are a few questions to help you decide. Ask yourself, have I worked on this project in the last year? Can I realistically finish it in the next 6 months if you put the time in? You can either set a deadline to make a decision about the project or just let it go altogether. Does the project or item you're making a decision on benefit you in some way? Does it fit into your goals? Can someone else complete this task better or faster than you can? Is holding on to this item or project costing me more emotionally, financially, and energetically than it's worth? Here's a simple game plan for the rest of your clutter. Start with a plan and just take one room at a time, even one corner or one drawer at a time, and set a timer, 15 or 30 minutes at a time. It can be one drawer, it can be one corner of a room. Make a list of what you want to do and check it off as it gets done. There's nothing more satisfying than seeing all those check marks there. Sort your things into 4 categories: trash, give away, keep, or move. You can ask yourself if you love it or need it, it's keep. Is it in the way? Then move it to a different location. If no, is it broken or messed up? If no, it's a donate. If yes, it's trash. Giving things a home, assign a designated spot for each item. If you can't find a place for something, you can get rid of it or make space for it by getting rid of something else. If you're surrounded by clutter and unfinished projects, you can consider working with an organizer to help you. For me, it was totally worth the time and money. I got her off Craigslist, and she's been a connection ever since. This has been like 10 years. Are you feeling inspired to declutter your life and unlock more wealth? Take action today. Start by identifying one unfinished project or storage unit item you can let go of. Feeling tired and drained? Connect with me to see what your energy blocks are right now and get them solved. Make a no-obligation appointment at scientifichealer.com/appointment. Thank you for joining me today. Next time, we'll explore how to reprogram your subconscious mind for success and what you might say to yourself to sabotage it. You won't want to miss it. Thank you for tuning in to Physics Powered Healing. You'll find resources and show notes on our website at physicspoweredhealing.com. Until next time, I'm Dr. Anastasia Chopelas, sending you golden healing light and success vibes on your journey to becoming a powerful, confident healer, coach, or empath. Remember, your gifts are so needed in this world.